Time for rock news on 101.1 WJRR, Orlando's rock station. Let's check in with Lynch and Taco and see which rockers are making the headlines for all the right and wrong reasons. 101.1 WJRR.
All right, rock news is brought to you by our iHeartRadio Music Festival in Vegas in September, just announced this morning. Lineup very nice, and a trip for you and a guest plus $1,000 up for grabs right now, Taco Bob.
Yes, the word was Vegas, in case you missed it. VEGAS. You text that off to 200-200.
Want to stress the number there is 200-200, right? Specific number for this contest only. You're going to have chances to win 3 times each weekday with us in the morning, then again at 1:05 and another chance at 5:05. So you have the rest of this hour to text Vegas to 200-200. Standard message and data rates apply in this nationwide contest, and you'll receive a confirmation text. Only need to text Vegas one time. The number again, 200-200.
And as you mentioned earlier, there's a good rock representation at this year's at our iHeartRadio Music Festival. So pretty cool.
We count down to Ozzy's final performance with Black Sabbath in the band's hometown of Birmingham, England, July 5th. Some additional news surrounding that event. The entire Osbourne family will be sticking around for a little while after the show. In fact, the next week for the Comic-Con that will be held. The Comic-Con that will be held in Birmingham, England, at the National Exhibition Center the following week. The Osbournes, the entire crew, will be there to meet fans. So that's kind of cool.
Oh yeah.
So
I thought they were just fans at Comic-Con.
They're going to be some of the guests at that gathering the week after that show. So I know some of you actually might be making the pilgrimage for that show. I wish I was. I really do. I really do.
You should do it.
At this point, it would be not financially conducive, I don't think, with ticket price. And
yeah, that would be expensive. What if somebody here could get you tickets and then...
I can do something in one hand and something else in the other, as you like to say. Becoming Led Zeppelin, the authorized documentary from the iconic rock band, will finally be premiering on one of the streaming services. That will be Netflix, June 7th, from director Bernard McMahon, who spent 5 years researching and compiling footage and interviews with the band members, Jimmy Page, Robert Plant, John Paul Jones, and the film also features a previously unheard interview with late drummer John Bonham. So you can check that out if you have Netflix. If you didn't get a chance to get to the theaters to see Becoming Led Zeppelin, it will be available on Netflix starting June 7th.
That's going to be great.
Iron Maiden's manager, Rod Smallwood, has expressed his frustration with fans who are not honoring the band's request. Now, we've talked about this before. There's bands that would really like you not to have your cell phones out during their performances. In fact, there's some artists who will make you turn it in before you go into the show. Maiden's not doing that. They're asking for an honor system here. They have just kicked off their Run for Your Lives World Tour in Budapest. Also the debut of their new drummer, Simon Dawson. And Smallwood has basically, he said he wanted to say thank you to the fans who respected the band's request and is trying to give another friendly reminder for the dates moving forward. Please put your cell phones away and focus on, watching the band perform and being part of the show with the band.
Yeah, the show and the music, why you're there in the first place.
Says the band's new production is allowing fans to experience iconic songs in a new way, and he emphasized the importance of watching that with your own 2 eyes rather than, through some camera lens. We'll see how that goes. Cool announcement from Mark Tremonti, our buddy Mark. This Saturday is the Belmont Stakes in Saratoga Springs, New York.
Yeah.
Mark will be making an appearance there at post time at 7:04 Saturday evening, just before the running of the 157th Belmont Stakes, and performing New York, New York. Of course, Tremonti with his Sinatra leanings. There's more.
That's cool.
There's more. He has also announced his run of Tremonti Sings Sinatra dates for later this year, and has been the tradition. We get a show here in Orlando to kick it all off. That will be on December 4th. The pre-sale begins Wednesday. The code is freestyle, and then general sales tickets start Friday at 10 via Ticketmaster. Right, so look for Mark singing New York, New York just before the Belmont Stakes Saturday evening at 7:04. That's super cool.
Yeah, won't that be great?
That's going to be awesome.
Who thought? Did he go on to say who thought of it, or if somebody offered it to him, or because that's creative.
Yeah,
but he's like that. He's a good dude.
By the way, the race is on what channel? That's going to be on Fox Network. Pre-race coverage begins at 2:30. Now, these horse races, man, that's always his, kind of. I found that amusing.
Well, you have to.
It's a longer pre-race show than the Super Bowl, man.
Yeah. You have to do that, Pat, because the running
like
only takes a minute.
Yeah, right. So, good job, Mark. We'll look forward to seeing you perform that before the event on Saturday. Kid Rock. He, spends most of his time in Nashville now, and that will include overseeing another restaurant that he has opened. The official grand opening for the public is today. It is called the Detroit Cowboy Restaurant in Nashville. It's a fine dining establishment which will feature memorabilia spotlighting Detroit-based artists Bob Seger, Eminem, Aretha Franklin, Stevie Wonder, Diana Ross, and other Motown stars alongside artifacts from Kid Rock's career as well. So that's another option for those of you who like to go to Nashville, which is, that is a hot destination date or a hot destination period these days. No two ways about it.
And if you go, little heads up, not to his destination. I'm just saying Nashville in general. A lot of people have been getting drugged, so cover your drink. Keep an eye on that.
In a new interview, Heart guitarist Nancy Wilson spoke about the first 2025 leg of the band's Royal Flush Tour, which saw her sister and Heart singer Ann Wilson performing while seated in a wheelchair. Nancy said, let me clarify. For sure, she's okay. She kicked the ass of cancer, referring to the treatment that Ann has undergone recently with God. Surgery and a preventative chemo after announcing her cancer diagnosis back in 2024. She's completely clear of cancer the last night of rehearsal, but for the first leg of the tour in Nashville, where it was icy, she fell leaving rehearsal and broke her elbow. She had to be in the chair with her elbow up on a pillow, so it's not like it's because of the cancer. So she was saying she's going to be out of the chair soon enough for the upcoming dates, which is good news for anybody who is concerned over that whole visual. And I think we should finish with a congratulations to Shinedown.
What have they done now? I mean, it's nonstop with the guys.
The current song that you're hearing on an awful lot of radio stations, on a lot of different formats, 365, including here on JRR, has hit number one on the alternative radio chart, giving it four different charts that they're on right now at one time.
It's an amazing song.
Number one on alternative, number 11 hot AC, number 32 on top 40, and top 20 at mainstream AC. This is what this band has been able to do, is just find a way to cross over. And there will be so many different bands who are like, some bands will call that selling out.
Yeah.
No, it is not. And those bands would be liars. They would love to have the crossover appeal that's just select few bands have.
It's the exact thing that Brent came in here and talked about with us, how he said, I urged the labels, do not just label us as only a rock band. We play to all people.
We just play.
And it worked.
We write these songs. We play these songs from the heart, and you have to respect that, the honesty.
Yeah.
And the fans picked up on that, obviously. And we say more power to you guys.
I talked to somebody who would not be a rocker at all. And when I mentioned Shinedown was at Rockville, they're like, oh, Shinedown?
Yeah.
Somebody that's total top 40 listener. I go, yep, they're all familiar now.
All right, there you go. Your rock news for this week.
We got
1011 WJRR.